Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I am Mitchell. I am a science and design educator from Xiamen, China. And welcome here in our crash course about teaching and remote learning. Okay. So for everyone, you are on mute right now and video is turned off. So if you have any questions throughout the session, you can message here in our chat box. Okay. And please kindly change your name as well with your first name and also the country that you are currently teaching or you're currently in. Okay, so now I know that most of the schools, if not all of the schools right now here in China and throughout the world, they all over the world, they are now in closure because of the lockdown and also because of due to the outbreak of the virus. Okay, so here in Xiamen, we've been doing remote learning for 8 weeks, I guess. So we started February, and up until now, we're still on closure, and a lot of schools. Okay, and I have some colleagues from India and from Malaysia and Vietnam. They were asking how is it done here, or how was remote learning started? How is it done here in China. So I decided to come up with a crash course. Okay, so for some, especially those in China, I know that you've been doing the remote learning for quite a while. So I guess some are already familiar with the platform. But for some who are still starting or still struggling, so we are here. Okay, I'm here to give you a short introduction or crash course on how to conduct classes using Zoom. Okay, hi Diana, and okay, from Shanghai, China. Nice to meet you here. And teacher Grace, also nice to meet you here, everyone. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so our agenda for this afternoon is, as you can see, how can we conduct classes using Zoom, how I am conducting my classes, my design and my science class using Zoom, right? So what will be our agenda for this afternoon? All right, so for this afternoon, we'll get to know the platform, how to schedule classes. Oh, hi, Rashmi. Rashmi is from India. Hi, good afternoon. How to schedule classes, how can we share screen, how can we do virtual background or use green screen for interactive teaching, how are we going to collaborate in the virtual classroom, or how can we promote collaboration in the virtual classroom, and how can we record our session all throughout. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so first we want to know, or we want to get to know how the platform works. Okay, I'll be sharing my screen. And again, if you have any questions, just message in the group chat, and I will appreciate if you can write your first name and also which country or where are you teaching or where you're from. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. And all right. Okay, so this is the platform. This is Zoom, and when you download Zoom, you will see this screen on your laptop. Okay, so I suggest if you can use your laptop or your desktop for your Zoom conference or for your Zoom class with your students, it will be better. It will be easier for you to conduct your classes. Okay. All right. Okay. So here you will see here. home, chat, message, contacts. Okay, so this is the home screen. You will see new meeting, join, schedule, and share screen. So if you will be using your own personal ID where you can see it here. Okay, so this is your personal meeting ID. This is the ID that you will be giving to your students. And what I suggest, what I've been doing with my class is I am scheduling each classes with a different personal meeting ID. Okay, how am I going, or how do I do that? I go to my homepage, and then how can I schedule my class? Click the schedule, and yes, okay. So for example, I have my grade 9 science class, so I just grade 9 science class, so that I will not be, because I have how many classes? I have 6 classes. So for me and for my students not to be confused, okay, which room or which meeting will I be joining? So I have here with I schedule their classes, or I schedule their meeting per classes. So you can write here grade 9 science class, okay, and then just click recurrent meeting because you will be doing that for like every day, or because for my schedule, it's twice a week. So I have Monday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, Tuesday and Thursday. So just click recurring meeting in here. So if you use your personal meeting ID, all of your classes, okay, if you have grade 6, grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, and grade 10, all of your classes will be using this, okay? But what I suggest is to generate automatically. So it will give you a meeting ID per class, okay? And you can put it in your like website if you have, or you can send it to your um, your classes. And again, for the password, I don't suggest for you to put password, so I just turn it off. And then host on, of course. But for the participants, I turn it on so that I can see them, because it happened to me that okay, there are the class is ongoing, but then I I actually don't have my students with me. Okay, they are doing something else. So I would suggest for you to tell your students to be in the class. Okay, to be there, to be present, and to turn on their videos. Okay, and then computer audio. We're using computer audio, and then you can put it in your calendar if you want, and then you schedule it. All right. Okay, so that's your schedule, and then it will appear. Okay, right. So I don't want to put it in my calendar anymore. Cancel. So you can put it in your calendar, but if you don't want, you can just check your meetings here. Okay. So I have here my Science 8 remote learning. I have here my grade 9 science class. And what you're going to do is to send this invitation to your students. So for your students, if they are using Zoom already, or if they have the Zoom app, they will just be in the meeting ID. Or you can also copy the invitation and then, okay, and then give them the link. Okay, so if they don't have the app yet, it's fine. All right, because if you give this Zoom meeting ID, then the it will just give your student a prompt, and then it will bring him or her to the Zoom platform, okay? And will give a prompt that he or she needs to download the app, right? So now, what will it look like in your in a student's perspective, or yeah, from a student's view? So as you can see here on the screen, so this is me, Raymond, right? So if I open Zoom, okay, you may want to ask your student to sign up, but if not, okay, if your student doesn't want to sign up, teacher, I don't want to sign up anymore, he or she can join a meeting right away. Okay, so he or she will just join a meeting, and then your meeting ID, which is 196071168, so you can just key in 196071168, 8, and then the name of your student, let's say student A, and then just click join, and boom, there you go. You can start your class already, right? So that is how you will get started with your meeting with your student. Okay, so yeah, and I can start my class here, and you will see a video like this. All right, so that's how you conduct your classes using Zoom to send your schedule to your students, and then have them go inside and or have them join your class, and then you can get started. All right, so that easy. And then next, how can, okay, so we're done with getting to know the platform. Also, okay, in this platform, how can you change the settings? You can play with your settings here. If you can see here on the right upper corner of your screen, you will see here your photo or your profile picture, and you can see here the settings, okay, or if you're available away, do not disturb. You can change your settings here. And then, okay, so here I can change it from dark to light, whichever preference you would like. And then the video, okay, you can enable HD here. And if you want to look, good, I know that you all look good, but if you want to touch up your appearance, okay, so that you won't look, you will look better, okay? So you can do that also. And then this one, always check your audio, okay? So it happened to me, I started my classes, but then, oh, they keep messaging me, teacher, we cannot hear you. Oh, I forgot, I wasn't able to connect my AirPods to my computer. So I've been discussing everything, and then I have to go back because I have to do it again, right? And then share screen, which we will be discussing further, and the virtual background recording, everything is here. You can change the settings. Now, let's go to, all right, how can you share your screen? So right now I'm using here, as you can see here, the green screen. Okay, later I will be changing my background here. And you can share your screen. Okay, just click share screen here. And then if you wanted, for example, I have my reflector app, so I can mirror my phone if I wanted. For example, this. Okay. And if I want to share, I can just share it here. All right. So it will be shared. Or okay, if I wanted to share my desktop, or okay, this one, I know that most of the teachers right now, they're using PowerPoint, or if you want to use whiteboard, and if you have a bamboo tablet, then it will be better for if you want to use your whiteboard, or if you want to use PowerPoint, it's here. You can also connect your iPhone or iPad via AirPlay and via cable, those two things. And it happened to me. I wanted to share a video. Okay, there's a chat. I wanted to share a video to my students in YouTube. Yes, you can use the Siri. Okay, so there's a question here from teacher Grace. Can I use the Siri? Yes. Okay, you can use the Siri, and but if you're going to use the Siri, you will be sharing your iPad screen rather than using your iPad while connected or using this whiteboard. Okay, so I use in my class, I use the Siri, and I also use Microsoft OneNote. Okay, I just connect my iPad to my MacBook using AirPlay. Sometimes via cable, it's easier if it's via cable. And Yeah. So that's a good question. Also, okay, so you can also use PowerPoint. So if I share my PowerPoint, right, so for example, I shared my PowerPoint, I want to discuss about enzymes, chemical reactions, so I just play it and you can get, all right, you can get started discussion with your discussion, all right? Okay, yes, you're welcome, teacher Grace. Okay, I'll stop sharing. And then, so that's how you will be sharing your, how you can share your screen. So what I do, okay, even like right now here, while we are having our conference, what I do is I use my iMac, my desktop, and then I share my laptop's screen. So I can, I can see what's going on here in my, in my desktop, and then I share to you my screen using my laptop. So there are different ways on how you can share your screen in whichever like device you're using, right? Next, all right. Then okay, this one, how can you make it more interactive? Okay, because as a teacher, sometimes we want to play around, okay, especially I have middle school students, grade 7, grade 8 students. Okay, I do it like, okay, we have PowerPoints, and then we have whiteboard. So depending on what topic or how will I make it, how my question is how I will make it more interactive for students and how can I discuss better. So in the classroom, it's easy because you just have your PowerPoint or your visuals, and then you just explain. But here we can do that as well by changing our background. So we can do virtual. We can change our virtual background. For example, if I am teaching the digestive system, I wanted to look for a picture. What I will be doing is I can look for a picture of the digestive system, for example, here. So, okay, so I'll just look for a picture of the digestive system and then save it on my desktop. Save image as, right? And for example, digestive system. Okay. And then what I will be doing is I will be changing my background. All right, so you can see it here. When you see stop video here, there's a up arrow. Just click it and then choose virtual background. All right. Now you will see here there are pre backgrounds here, and you can add by clicking the plus button. And then, okay, let's look. So in my desktop, it's about the digestive system. And there you go. I'll just open it. Boom, that's my digestive system. And then I can start explaining it with my students. So you can, what I suggest is if you'll be like, for example, for today, I will be discussing the digestive system. I have 3 images that I will be using. I can put all the images here already so that I can change it right away, okay? Because when you click it, it will change your background right away. So I suggest for you to put all the images or the backgrounds here, and then you can change it right away. So that's what I do with my class. Now, if you saw my video about the Kahoot Live, so this one I designed this, okay, using Adobe Photoshop, so you can do that as well. Or if you wanted a fast, image or photo editor, you can just go to Keynote or Documents or Power or Word Doc or PowerPoint, you can change it, right? You can design it, change it right away, and then just screenshot it, and then boom, you have a virtual background, making it more interactive. This one is, I think it's also good. It is best for younger kids, lower school students, or if you're doing it for preschool students, it will be good because it will give them uh, like lively interactive discussion with your with their teacher. So it will be more. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be engaging for the students to do that. Okay. So that is for your virtual background. How are you going to change that? By the way, you can also add videos if you want. Sorry. You can also add videos if you want as your background. That will be awesome. Right. So I'll change it with this one. And then next, how are you? Because for some, okay, it happens, especially in when we just started. There are students who weren't really able to come up or to come during our scheduled time or during our scheduled class. Why? Because they are still away, they're in another country, they have different time zones, or we have different time zones. So what we wanted is to record our discussion or our session. So you can do that as well. You can click record here, and then it will start recording, right? So you can pause, you can stop. So once you stop recording, it will um, save right away to whatever or to wherever you set it to be saved. Okay. Sure, no problem. Yes, yes. Okay, so you can. So Sir Domir Boris, they are from PITAS. They are from Shanghai. They are educators from Shanghai. Thank you so much for coming. And yes, we will. Nice to see you. And for those who are here in China, you can go to the PITAS group. I will be inviting you as well. Thank you, sir, for coming. And then yes, that's your recording, and then you can send it to your students, or um, you can upload it in your YouTube if you want, or um, and then send the link to them, send the link to those students who weren't able to join your classes, so that they can have, you don't need to reteach anymore. Okay, so that's an advantage for us, and also for the students who weren't able to, because like for me, I have some students who are in different time zones, so in order for them to catch up with their lessons, I just recorded it, I posted in my YouTube channel, and then um, I also use Edmodo. Okay, I post it in Edmodo, and then they just view it there. So I will be discussing further about Edmodo tomorrow. Okay, how I manage my workflow, my schedules using Edmodo. It's really an easy and um, way of how you will be scheduling your workflow. Okay, so yeah, so basically that's it for our Zoom. This platform is this platform actually can accommodate 100 students, and for your basic account. Now there's a question here, because before it's only limited to 40 minutes, but just recently they lifted the limit of the number of minutes for 40 minutes, but you need to sign up for that. You need your school's email address for that. I will be sending the link for that here, for those schools or for those teachers who wanted to avail, or for their minutes to be listed. Okay. And yep, chat. Right. So I send right. So that's how you can lift your 40 minutes. Also the resources. So for here in China, we have the zoom.com.cn. You can check on that. And for other countries, you have your zoom.us. Okay. Now, and then we are also planning to use Zoom for our summative assessment. So that's a question for most of the schools and teachers because they need a system, they need a way on how um, they can exam or they can test their kids or their students while maintaining academic integrity or academic honesty. So we don't want the students to be cheating. We don't want them to look at other screens or their own like device, their other devices while they're taking the test. So what what I am planning to do for our school, for MXIS, is to combine Zoom while doing Edmodo, okay? So Edmodo will be our platform to deliver our exam, and we are going to use Zoom for us to check or for us to monitor as proctor to monitor our students. Now, um, it's I check it's not possible for us to share each every student's screen, but rather we're gonna use two devices. So one device, like for example, laptop or iPad for tests for taking the test, and their phones as um, to take a video while they're taking the exam. Okay, I'll be making guidelines for that, and then I'll be giving it probably late this week so that we can have a check on the guidelines of taking, and maybe we can modify it as well um, in conducting the summative assessment or the test, the exam for the students. Okay, how are we going to use Zoom and then Edmodo as well to for the students to take the exam? For the Edmodo, I will be giving a crash course on about Edmodo, how it's used, how can we utilize it in managing our workflow, and also giving the activities or giving activities for our students. All right. So yes, basically that's it for Zoom. I hope you can get started right away and uh, start your classes and enjoy your interactive and fun learning with your students. Okay. If you have any other questions, you can write it here. Okay, under the chat box, and yep. Okay. If you have any questions regarding how are we going to be implementing this. By the way, because for me, the reason why I am having more time or there's no time limit for this is because this account is licensed. Okay, but okay, if you have the basic account, it's only good for 40 minutes. Okay, um, yes, yes. Okay, that's what's good with Zoom. You can use it without VPN. Okay, so right now here in my desktop, I don't have VPN. It's turned off, so you don't really need. It's actually faster if you, and it's actually faster if your VPN is on. I tried it before my VPN was on, and it's lagging. Okay, the sound, it's not working. Yes, yes, thank you so much, Rashmi, for attending our session. Tomorrow, I will be giving a crash course and a simple how are you going to jumpstart your Edmodo in your class. Yes, yes. Okay, this video is recorded. Yes, if my students arrive late, I can resend the previous video to them. Yes, you can do that. Okay. Thank you so much. And I'll be sending a survey form. So if you wanted to have a certificate and also for me to, know how I can improve, and if there will be other sessions that you wanted to recommend or to suggest, feel free to suggest, and I'll be happy, and it will be my pleasure to share whatever I know and I have. Okay. All right. So that's a survey form. You can just click it and then um, just submit it, and then I will be giving the certificates within this week. All right. So hope to see you tomorrow. I'll be having a discussion about, yes, okay, our course 2, which is managing workflow with Edmodo. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Teacher Ruby, and thank you so much, Sir Dap. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. I'll be teaching how you can use Edmodo. I like the interface because it's so easy, and it's easy for me as a teacher and for the students as well to use. You don't really need to, learn or consider a lot for this. Okay, like earlier, I wasn't able to connect because of internet problem. Can you send me earlier video? I came into group during discussion about digestive, the one with digestive. Okay. I'll be sending a link of this, but it's gonna be in YouTube. I'll try because it's an hour long. Yeah, an hour and 30 minutes. So yeah, I hope that you can maybe watch it, but you might be needing VPN. All right. Hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Teacher Lindy. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Okay. So how can we manage workflow with Edmodo? I like the interface again because it's like Facebook. It's so easy to use, and I hope that your students can use that as well eventually. And then yeah, I hope that this tools that we are, or that I am presenting, or that we are using right now, eventually during the regular class, we can still flip our classroom, blend our classroom. So tomorrow I'll be discussing how I scheduled my classes and manage my workflow using Edmodo. All right. So thank you so much for, yes, it's the same time. It's 1 p.m. I'll be here tomorrow, and have a great afternoon, everyone. And again, keep safe, drink your water, and wear your mask, and keep healthy. All right. Thank you so much for joining again. Kindly answer the survey form, and I'll see you again tomorrow for Edmodo. All right. Bye.